Hi everyone, I'm Hannah and welcome back to 31 Days of Aerial Yoga. Today we're on day 24. Amazing. We're going to get into some more restorative poses today. So lower poses you can hold for a little bit longer. So today we're going to start with the fabric behind us. Again, making sure the fabric is super, super, super low. So there's two different variations. So the first one, we're going to start with the fabric all gathered together. So gather all the fabric together and bring our thumbs forward and our fingers on the outside of the fabric. We can come to a little bit of a squat here and then release our weight into the hammock behind us. So making sure the hammock is just around about your hip bones here. So releasing our hands up, slowly bringing them down the fabric and releasing your back, shoulder blades down to the mat. And we can keep our knees at a 90-degree angle here. So this is our bridge pose. So we're making sure that your shoulders aren't directly underneath your rigging point. So we don't want to be in a shoulder stand right now. We are in a bridge. So that's two very different things. So can release our hands down by our sides or over our head. Tuck in that chin. Inhale and exhale, let the hammock hold you. This might feel a little bit tight, a little bit painful if you're not used to this amount of fabric wrapped around your body, especially in this position. But the next variation we're gonna do, we are fanning out the fabric so it'll be a little bit more comfortable. I just thought I'd show you the two different options that we have. So this is our bridge pose here. So with the bent knees, or the option to extend the legs, it just adds a little bit more of a back bend. So extend the legs straight along the mat. And inhale, and exhale it out. You can bend those legs back in. Place your hands back onto the fabric to get out, chin to our chest, engage the abs, bend the knees, and you can walk it back and come back up. So that is our first variation of the bridge pose. The other option is to fan out your fabric. This gives us just a little bit more support. It's just kind of good to see the two different options that you can have. So grab one edge of your fabric and we're going to fold it over the other side. So fold it all the way through the fabric and then bring it back out. And then I like to do it a second time. So you're folding it again. So you grab that same edge, or it could be the other edge, doesn't really matter. Bring it all the way through so that both edges meet. Oh, where I've got lost. Oh no. There we go. All the way through and then fan it out. So you should have something like that. It's kind of like you're folding a towel. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just gives you a little bit more support and you don't want the fabric all bunched up all over yourself. So we're gonna come to a little sit in that piece of fabric that we fanned out. Bring your hands up and over. And fan it out, making sure there's still a little bit of fabric. So we want it up around the top of our thigh and just a little bit higher than our hip bones. So just bring that up if you need to. So coming into our seat, bring our hands onto the fabric and we're gonna slowly walk it down. And again, bring your shoulder blades onto the mat. So might need to readjust a little bit, but you can see you have a lot more support in this position. And this will probably feel a little bit nicer, not as tight around your lower back. So these are a few different options. Depends what you prefer. So again, dropping down the shoulders, tucking the chin a little bit, inhaling it in, and exhaling it out. Take another breath here. We can extend the legs out again as well in this position. So obviously it depends how high up you've put your fabric here. I can't really arch as much because it hasn't, the fabric is there and it doesn't allow me to extend my legs all the way as much as the other position does. So there's a few different options. And to get out of this pose, hands onto the fabric in front of you, chin to your chest, engage the abs. Don't just let your back do all the work here. We want to get abs pulling ourselves up. And we're back to our seat. So I hope you enjoyed those two different variations of our bridge pose, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more restorative poses. Thanks, guys.